Enugu State has entered a new phase of fiscal ambition as Governor Peter Mbah presented a landmark 1.62 trillion naira 2026 budget proposal to the Enugu State House of Assembly. Christened the Budget of Renewed Momentum, the proposal represents a 66.5% increase over the revised 2025 budget and sets the tone for accelerated development and structural transformation across the state. Correspondent Chinemerem Ikebunam completes the story.
The Enugu State House of Assembly came alive on Tuesday as Governor Peter Mbah unveiled the largest budget in the state's history, a bold 1.62 trillion fiscal plan, signaling a transition from laying foundations to full-scale transformation. Tagged the Budget of Renewed Momentum, the governor proposed 1.296 trillion for capital expenditure and 321 billion naira for recurrent spending, emphasizing infrastructure expansion, economic growth, and massive social development. He explained that the budget would be funded through 870 billion naira IGR, 387 billion FAC inflow, and 329 billion in capital receipts, reflecting the administration's confidence in rising revenue performance.
2026 requires sustained action. This is not a year for easing the pace. It is a year of renewed momentum. Why? Because we are planning not just for the next fiscal cycle, but for the next generation. Just 1 year ago, our tenure was still in its infancy. Many of the reforms we introduced were new, unfamiliar, and demanding. Our bold economic resets, our push to expand the tax net, our insistence on plugging leakages and enforcing fiscal discipline, all of it required courage from government and patience from the people.
The budget places strong focus on strategic infrastructure, plans for 1,200 new urban roads, expand rural networks, and completion of major highways such as the 40-kilometer Owo-Obaho-Amankano Nkeki-Ikem dual carriage and the Ababa-Ugwoko-Ekwegbe-Opin-Nsoka road. The governor also announced the acquisition of 14 additional aircrafts to bring Enugu Air's fleet to 20, while 5 new transportation terminals will rise in Emene, Udi, Owo, Four Corners, and Obolafo. Housing development features prominently with a target of 15,000 mass housing units, alongside continued development of new Enugu City. At the grassroots, the state will push ahead with 20-hectare farm estates across all 260 wards, while education continues to dominate social spending with the rollout of smart secondary schools and expanded TVET institutions.
In the year ahead, Enugu will move from laying foundations to scaling transformation across every sector. We have built the base. Now we lift the entire system. In education, after completing 260 primary schools, we move upward into secondary and tertiary development with new smart secondary schools and technical and vocational colleges. In infrastructure, we shift from opening roads to delivering an unprecedented expansion, reconnecting communities, markets, and industry across the state.
To support welfare and security, Mbah earmarked 20 billion naira to clear long-standing gratuity arrears and set aside 11 billion naira for the second phase of the digital security surveillance system. Reviewing the 2025 fiscal year, he revealed that the state spent 806 billion, achieving 83% budget implementation, while IGR is projected to exceed 400 billion naira, a 221% increase over 2024 and the highest ever in ENUGU history. He also praised President Bola Tinubu's economic reforms, from boosting FARC inflow, which exceeds projections by more than 50%, and for stabilizing key national financial indicators.
And now, with this budget of renewed momentum, we stand at the edge of a new day. Not for government, but for every family, every worker, every child who believes that ENUGU can rise and claim its place among the great centers of growth in our nation. This is our moment to keep pushing, to keep building, to keep proving that a once overlooked state can show the entire country what discipline, partnership, and vision can achieve.
With its heavy emphasis on capital development, revenue expansion, and economic restructuring, the 1.62 trillion budget of renewed momentum positions ENUGU for accelerated growth and long-term transformation. As lawmakers begin deliberation, attention now shifts to how swiftly these ambitious blueprints will be approved for implementation in 2026. In ENUGU, Chinemere Mikebunam, Signature TV News.